Hi, I'm Patrick,
And I'm Mike.
and this is PNN.
Last week, Kyle Davenant was able to participate in the IGA shopping spree. Let's see how that went.
We're here on the scene of IGA where Kyle Davenant is about to participate in the 3-minute challenge. This is a fundraiser that benefits SAD, the Pirate Power Pack program, and PSL. Let's see how he does. All right, so Kyle, what is your strategy tonight?
Basically get as much as I can in one shopping cart in 3 minutes.
What are you most excited for to put in your cart?
Gatorade.
Gatorade, all right. How many tickets did you buy when you first did this?
I sold 2 and then I bought the last one by myself.
Solid. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, he just got so much Gatorade. Oh, go, 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 go.
2 minutes.
Don't you? Sounds good.
Are we bagging?
Awesome.
All right, so Kyle, you just completed the 3-minute challenge. How do you feel?
Tired.
Tired?
Why you got something with drinks? Because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, are you thirsty?
Yeah, a little bit.
As you can see here, he's got mostly Gatorade, and Dr. Pepper. It's pretty good. How do you feel now? Are you relieved?
Yeah, definitely. A little nervous coming in, but as it was going through, I was like, no, I got this.
All right, thank you. Yeah, stay hydrated. That's like a...
Tonight's shopping spree benefits the Perry Service Learning Program, the Pirate Power Pack Program, and SAD, all based out of Perry High School. The event was put together to raise funds and to raise awareness of all the organizations that are part of the event. We were really fortunate to have IGA help us out this year. Not only did they offer up the store for today's shopping event, but they also contributed the gift cards for the second prize winner and the third prize winner, and they helped underwrite the cost of Kyle's groceries this evening too. We're also grateful to Pizza Roto because they provided the sellers prizes this year with free pizza and salads to those who sold the winning tickets.
Kyle Davenant just finished up, and he just grabbed $211 worth of groceries, and seems like he grabbed mostly Gatorades and soda. He must be pretty thirsty. So special thanks to IGA and PSL for putting this thing together, and it was such a success, so hopefully we'll see you guys next year.
Wow, that was a lot of fun.
Next up, we have a behind-the-scenes look of Annie, the musical production.
This year, the middle school is putting on their rendition of Annie, the beloved musical. Being part of a musical is one of the most amazing and memorable experiences one can have. But for a cast to be successful in telling a story to the audience, so much work needs to be put in months ahead of the show, and so many different things need to be done backstage. Every member of the cast, big or small, has put a lot of work in to make the musical amazing.
Let's see what the middle schoolers' favorite part of being on stage was, what their favorite number is, and, well, what was the most challenging part of this show.
It's really fun being on stage because you get to act, and that's why I'm here, is because I love acting and getting to put on a show.
My favorite part is being able to hang out with all my friends and work with the directors on this.
My favorite part of the play is working with my friends to make this show the best it can be.
favorite has either been Hard Knock Life because there's a lot of people involved in it and it's a very fun, playful song, or You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile because there's few people in that, but it's a very high energy, fun number.
My favorite number in this play is You Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile because it's a fun song to sing and showcases the named orphans. The most challenging part is getting down what you have to do at every single moment when you're on stage.
Definitely getting everyone in time and being able to figure out what would play to everyone's strengths the best.
No matter what role had, participating in Annie has been a great experience for everyone. After a lot of hard work and dedication, unforgettable memories have been made by everyone involved. Thank you for coming and experiencing Perry Middle School's production of Annie.
I went and saw the show personally, and I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, they did. Now, on to hovercrafts with Mr. Zuzi.
Hi, I'm Mr. Zuzi. I teach the Introduction to Design and Fabrication course, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the hovercraft design project that we recently completed.
How did it turn out? How did some of the hovercrafts turn out?
A couple of the teams did really well. A couple others definitely could have improved a little bit, but overall not bad. Students learned stuff. So.
For us who don't really know how hovercrafts work, can you explain to us how they got it to hover?
Sure. The way it hovers is we pretty much build like a bladder or like a skirt underneath it, and the students then fill that with air using leaf blowers. But then they also need to strategically let air come out to create almost a little bubble that it floats on top of.
So I understand you build a hovercraft. Can you maybe describe your hovercraft for us?
Well, we could make some cuts on it to make it really, really small, but we decided to kind of only cut the edges, try to keep a bigger hovercraft.
How did it turn out?
We could have done a lot better. It was way too heavy. It was really hard to push with the crutches.
You said crutches?
Yeah,
like
crutches.
like crutches?
Yeah, crutches.
All right.
We
Well,
use them as sticks to propel ourselves.
Okay. Well, did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Okay, I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish I could have built one.
Looking for a job possibly? Well, you're just in luck. See Mrs. Soder for details about the job hiring opportunity.
Hello, my name is Meredith and I'm reporting to PNN about what the hiring event is all about.
Okay, so this event got started because we are trying to help students who would like to work this spring or the summer connect with local employers so that they have a chance to find a job that could help them get started. The jobs that will be available will be, let's see, we have 2 nurseries coming. We have the YMCA coming. We have Giorgio's Pizza coming, as well as Dairy Queen. We do this for students just to kind of help them get connected. Sometimes this is their first job they've ever had. Sometimes students aren't sure, they fill out the application and then they don't know what's next. So this is an opportunity to fill out the application and then you can actually have an interview with that potential employer right here at the high school. You don't have to go anywhere. So the interviews will take place in the high school lobby. That's where you start. So on March 19th at 3 o'clock, we will start interviewing for these positions. Students will be given a specific time slot where they need to show up for, so you want to be a little early. If your interview time starts at 4, you should probably be here like at 3:50, and then I'll tell you exactly where you go to meet your potential employer. The interviews are the 19th of March, after school between 3 and 5 p.m.
And finally, our Media Production 2 and Advanced Media Production class made PSAs, so let's check them out.
If you're ever feeling alone, like you're not going to make it to the next day, please tell someone. Just know that you are not alone and you are loved. If you are ever feeling this way, please don't be afraid to call the suicide hotline at 1-800-273-8255 or text CONNECT to the depression hotline at 741-741. You are loved.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry that I made you guys feel like the worst parents ever, yelling at you and throwing things. I'm sorry I got bad grades and skipped school. I hope you will forgive me for my mistakes. Though I will not be able to tell you this in person, I hope this will best explain what I was feeling and what I went through. I was 16 when you guys divorced, and from the beginning it was hard. I was afraid what my friends would think since their parents were still together. One day, one of my good friends asked me to a party, saying it would take off the stress of the divorce. I agreed to come, though I did not know it would change my life for the worst. When I got to the party, I stayed in the corner. I was the quiet kid. Everyone around me was dancing, smoking, drinking, so on and so forth. I had been depressed lately, so I was not having fun at all. Soon, though, someone came up to me and said, "Try this." They had some heroin, and at first I said no, but they did not stop bugging me, saying it would be fun, and then I could start enjoying myself. So under all the pressure, I did it. It felt so good. It was the best feeling I had felt for a long time. As time went on, it got worse. I did it more and more, and not one day could I go without using it. We would always fight, and I would always throw things. You guys tried your hardest to help me, but I was too stubborn to care. Then it came the day, December 13th, 2017. The day my little brother turned 10. And the day I overdosed. I'm sorry, little brother, for missing your birthday for my selfish desires. I wish I could be there to see you grow up, graduate, get married, and have kids. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, for letting you down. If I could go back in time to the party, I would never have said yes.
I feel lonely. I feel singled out. I feel outcast. So why, when I'm alone, faced with a problem I don't know, do I start to panic, getting manic, hoping it doesn't show? Heart pounding, knees bouncing, hands shaking, eyes quaking, lungs letting go, along with my mind who for some reason can't even try. Deep breath, deep breath. Try to calm your chest. Just pretend you feel your best.
You're a loser. Nobody loves you. You're an idiot. You're a mistake. No one likes you. better off without you. You never know how your actions affect other people. Be a friend to someone today. It could save their life.
Hey, nerd, give me your money. Nerd, give me your money.
Stop!
Who knows how much one conversation could impact somebody's day or even maybe a week.
Dude, are you sure you're okay to drive? I'm fine. Dude, are you sure you're okay? I can literally call someone for a ride. Dude, I'm fine. I'm telling you. Bro, are you sure? We can stop or something. Dude, watch the car. That's okay. I'm fine. Dude, stop! It's a stop sign! Oh my god! Lexi! Faith? Faith? Faith! Faith! What have I done?
More than 15 million people struggle with an alcohol use disorder in the United States. Less than 8% of those receive proper treatment. National Alcohol Abuse Hotline, 800-796-1196.
This is Areth Rodriguez, and today we're going to be learning about the dangers and effects of vaping and how it affects your health. Juuls and e-cigarettes have become a very daily routine and are seen as something normal in today's society. They're advertised as something safe and harmless. They're supposed to help your average smoker to quit smoking and are much safer than your average cigarette. They don't contain tobacco and toxins. Juuls and e-cigarettes have become a very daily routine and are seen as something normal in today's society. They're advertised as something safe and harmless. They're supposed to help your average smoker to quit smoking and are much safer than your average cigarette. They don't contain tobacco, which is a positive. They're also less risky to smokers who have small to moderate cases of asthma. Just because there are positives doesn't mean that there are negatives. They contain nicotine, which is a very addictive chemical. They also contain toxic ingredients that are capable to cause cancer. vaping can also affect the memory and attention span of kids. Liquid nicotine is very dangerous to little kids, and every day there seems to be more and more reports of poisoning. They can also affect unborn children, and is very harming to them. Although they are supposed to help smokers to quit smoking, they could just lead the user and person back to smoking again due to nicotine being very, very addictive. And every day, it can also affect your health, but it can also explode and cause injuries and death. Most recently, a man in Texas died after his vape pen exploded, sending shards of metal to his face and neck and cut his arteries. He passed away 2 days later in the hospital after the incident from a stroke. In a recent study published by Tobacco Control, there have been more than 2,000 vape pen explosions and burn injuries in the United States dating from 2015 to 2017. The use of e-cigarettes are very hazardous for your health, both mentally and physically.
I just really think it's stupid. If you don't know what those chemicals are that you're putting in your body, why would you do that? There's no long-term studies that show what consequences of that are going to be. So it's almost like you're playing Russian roulette with your lungs, I think.
Now you know about the dangers and effects of vaping. I hope you all stay away from it because it could affect your health. It could affect your offspring, that is if you're a female. And I just really hope you all avoid it because it could bring a very big impact on your lungs. This is Rath Rodriguez reporting for PNN News.
There are two main types of isotopes, and these are radioactive isotopes and stable isotopes. Hey, Julia, eyes up here. Yoo-hoo!
Oh, sorry.
Hey, so my parents took me up to the cabins again. Would you want to come with me? We had a lot of fun last time. I think it would be fun to go again.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I'm sorry, I just can't. Can I go to the nurse? I have a really bad headache.
Again?
Please?
You have a really bad headache every single day. I'll write you a pass.
Hey, what's up? You haven't been yourself lately. I think we should go talk to the guidance counselor. What do you say? This is just one of the ways the situation could have ended. If Julia didn't get help, things could have turned out much worse for her. If you think you might be depressed or you contemplate suicide or self-harm, you should talk to someone. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline has people available to talk to callers 24/7. The number is 1-800-273-8255.
It's very great for these students to shine light on these topics.
Well, that's it for this edition of Pirate Nation News. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Mike.
And this is PNN.